99.3. YouTube is Nigeria Info 99.3 as well. Okay. Now we're going to start with the Guardian newspaper this morning. Reverse unlawful electricity tariff hike. Serap urges Buhari. Reverse unlawful electricity tariff hike. Serap urges Buhari. That's on page 3 of the Guardian newspaper for you today. There's a banner story here. Search ongoing for 31 abductees in Edo State's train station attack. The writer says one victim escapes. Suspect nabbed. Undergoing interrogation. Police vigilante hunters pursue armed kidnappers. Edo Deputy Governor Shaibu visits scene. Presidency, Atiku, Okowa, others condemn attack. These are the writers to the main story. The Guardian is where you'd find that story this morning. Let's go pick up the Nation newspaper right away. Tinubu, I will be fair to all tribes. Tinubu, I will be fair to all tribes. That's the Nation for you today. CBN cash withdrawal limits policy goes into effect. CBN cash withdrawal limit policy goes into effect. That story is also here on the front page of the Nation newspaper. Rivers bars Atiku's campaign from public schools. PDP candidates in UK. Stories on pages 4 and 5. The Nation newspaper. Rivers bars Atiku's campaign from public schools. The writer, PDP candidate in UK, pages 4 and 5 of the Nation newspaper. That's where you'd get that story and the writer. And now to the Punch newspaper for you today. Electricity consumers demand new tariff reversal. Stories on page 29. Electricity consumers demand new tariff reversal. Page 29, the Punch newspaper. Edo train attack. Soldiers, police, vigilantes track abductors. 31 passengers missing. The riders, railway workers, non-passengers, South residents among abductees. 2 underage victims rescued. Suspects arrested as FG Obaseki condemned kidnapping. Those are the riders to the main story. Alrighty. So let's take 2 more from the Punch newspaper and then we'll move on. Raids. Air Chief regrets civilian casualties. Orders probe. Raids. Air Chief regrets civilian casualties. Orders probe. Is on page 8. That story. Let's take another one. Agents protest as customs hike imported vehicle duty. Page 30. Agents protest as customs hike imported vehicle duty. That story is on page 30 of the Punch newspaper. Let me start taking your reactions to these stories this morning. 01 277 0993, 01 277 1993, 01 277 2993, and 01 277 3993. Or you can call the smart number 0700 993 993 993. WhatsApp is 0809 597 5805 on WhatsApp. That is 0809 597 5805. We're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube, so feel free to drop your comments on those 2 platforms this morning. Okay, Facebook is Nigeria Info 99.3. YouTube is Nigeria Info 99.3 as well. Just search for it and it'll do pop up. Then you can join and drop your comments there as we go along with the show today. You've got 60 seconds to share your thoughts with me. Our first call, observe the ritual. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning to you. We can't hear you. Oh, yeah. Gone. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Sheriff.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, Lucky Lola again from Maguru.
Welcome, Lucky Lola.
Yes, it's a big shame and disgrace to this sitting government. This time around, these kidnappers, they don't, they go to the poultry to catch them. They don't just watch and sit. Why these people pass? Why the chicken pass? They go directly to the poultry to go catch them. And it's very important that our government just, sat down. They are not ready. Our government agency, as far as I'm concerned, they're only concerned about this election. How to arrest Emefiele, how to arrest the INEC person, and any person that is not dancing to their tune. That's what they are after. They are not ready for, to secure life and property. I just feel so sorry for this country. Take care.
Thank you, Lucky Lola, for calling me. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Simon calling from Ogun State.
Welcome.
Yeah, everybody must put hand mouth together to condemn the insecurity that is happening in the country. But for me particularly, government must be held culpable because there's no way insecurity can be happening anywhere and lasted for a long time. And somebody will tell me that government hand is not in it. I'm sorry to say it, but that's how I feel. Thanks.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your thought, though. Thoughts respected. Good morning to you.
Sheriff, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, my name is Ziggy. I'm calling from Ajawa Estate.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. I will be fair to all tribes, according to Tinubu.
Right.
But his foundation is already faulty. He's not fair to all religion, but he wants to be fair going forward. How possible and how true is that? Any foundation that is faulty will be faulty till the end. He have already picked a Muslim ticket, and he is now preaching to us that he's going to be fair to all. But from the foundation, you are not fair to all. I think it's a deceit. I think, but we cannot fall into that deceit of propaganda. Thanks a lot. That's
you.
my contribution. He will never be fair to all. That's just the truth.
Thank you, Ziggy. Thank you for calling me. Good morning to you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes,
Good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning to you.
My name is Mr. Ernest from Idiaraba.
Okay.
Sheriff, in the morning around 5, this thing, we were analyzing about bombing. That is the argument of not this.
That was around 6. Yes, go on.
We know it wasn't this government, but remember, Sheriff, that when President Buhari lost 2011 election to Jonathan, that was when Boko Haram intensified their bombing everywhere. And my promise to you is that immediately Buhari left this government, immediately Buhari left in May, this Boko Haram, this bombing, this insurgency, this Fulani, this no government they will see.
Okay.
He started for him, and it will end with him.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, too, for calling me. Appreciate it. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Sheriff, good morning once again.
Good morning.
That last caller has just said what he said, but I will still use my voice to say. I'm saying that from May 30th this year, Nigeria will start taking shape. All this insecurity will end May 29, 2023. Nigeria and Akporo, no. Morning.
Morning to you. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Hello, Sheriff, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Hello, Sheriff, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Good morning. This
Good
is Happiness from Ikorodu.
Welcome.
How was your weekend?
It was okay, thank you.
Yeah, Sheriff, talking about the hike in electricity tariff.
Yeah.
Sheriff, we don't need that now because at least the hardship is telling on everybody. We don't need it at all. Enjoy your day.
You too. Thank you. Happiness for the call. Appreciate it. Nigeria Info, good morning to you. We lost that call, so we're going to hang up now. Nigeria Info, morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning to you.
Mr. Alushi from Ojalaba.
Welcome.
Yeah, Sheriff, talking of insecurity.
Right.
It pains me that our government don't, they are not always proactive in their doing. Many a times, we have the first train attack.
I need you to turn off your radio. You did that before. I'm going to have to go now.
I'm not with the radio already.
Well, perhaps you're going to have to call me back to figure that out then. Because things like this don't lie, actually. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was okay. Thank you.
It's Joy.
Welcome, Joy. Welcome.
My take this morning. I'm thinking that is there anything this government do to Nigeria that anything can just take place? They will increase fuel, they will increase gas, and now they will increase light. That Nigeria cannot even talk about it. All what they cannot take for the past government, Nigeria is just swallowing it. So I'm wondering, is there anything they have done to this country that they cannot even speak out about the kidnapper issue?
Yeah.
If those, hello?
Yes, go on, please.
If those people cannot see money to spend, this thing will come in increase in this country. Thank you.
Thank you to Joy for calling me. 7:41 is the time. Let's see who's here. Good morning to you. Well, let's start call. It's the Gamma one. Nigeria info. Good morning to you. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, please. Good morning to you.
How are you, Sheriff?
Very well, thank you.
Yeah, you have Ambassador Muzar information.
Let's talk.
Yeah, Sheriff, you can accuse Tinubu of everything. I may disagree, I may not agree, but a religious person. Tinubu, he's not a religious person. You can't accuse him of being biased on religion, but according to the politics he speaks. But when you talk about Lagos State here, Thanksgiving giving still going on here. He started it. People they marry to Christians. He never tell his wife to go and change his name to Christian name. So to me, when you talk about religion, I can agree. I can disagree with anybody that is a religious person at all. It's clear when it comes to religion, you can use everything. But on the issue of the trade, I think all the governors to do more to protect their citizens. Nothing wrong if the governor say install a camera at every joint. This can be identified. Where do you locate them? Those that faces, please let them improve on the because of the state. They collect money. Let them do something about this. We want to do more. Thank you.
Thank you to you, Ambassador Musbao, for calling. Nigeria info. Good morning to you. Good morning, Babala.
Hello, Sheriff.
Yes, we can hear you, Babala.
Good morning, bro. How was the night?
It was okay, thank you.
You have been assistant of the calling from Israel.
You're welcome.
The chief of air staff lamenting over the death of the.
We're having some kind of issue with your connection. It's quite noisy.
Hello?
Would you like to call me back, please, to try and do that? Good morning to you. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Okay, is that Nigeria info?
Yes, you're live on the radio, sir.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Please go on. We can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, he couldn't hear me. Yeah, that's a shame. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning, sir.
This is Pastor Ladipo.
You're welcome.
I'm
What's your
calling
story?
from Orelegum.
Welcome.
Yeah, my take this morning is on this issue of train, this attack on the train in Edo State.
Okay.
You see, the era where governors collect what is called security votes and share it within themselves should be over by now. They should think about the citizens that they are leading. They can do more to support the federal government. Listen, sir, if there is nothing stopping any of them to install CCTV camera, one. Two, there is nothing stopping any of them to raise an intelligence unit that can feed the federal intelligence unit about the events going on within their environment. What is governance, for crying out loud? They are doing as if governance is a science rocket. They just occupy the big office without big sense and anything. It is terrible. Nigerians are dying. May God save this nation. Thank you. God bless Nigeria.
Right on time, Pastor Ladipo. Thank you for calling me. Good morning to you. Oh, wow. We'll start. Let's take another call. Good morning to you.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, please.
Good morning and God bless you.
You too, sir. Go on, please.
My name is Peter from Agbara.
You're welcome, sir.
My take here, two things. The electricity tariff that has been
increased.
I don't know. They are not giving us services and they are raising the tariff. I don't know why. Please, they should give us services, enough services before they raise. That is how it is done. Secondly, about the train, the kidnap at the train station.
Yeah.
Where will they take about the number of people that they have kidnapped? How will they take such people, number of people from that environment without an intelligent report to the security forces so that they can trace where? I don't understand. They don't say this is not the north where we say, oh, maybe they take them to Sabisa Forest or somewhere. So this is Edo State. In the forest there, we know Edo State is a high, we have forest here. But how can't they trace these people within 24 hours? Where they took these people to? Do they take them in trailers and transport them to somewhere else?
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you.
Let the governors do the needful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your thought. Appreciate it. Let's go to Daily Trust right now. Daily Trust has this banner here. Insecurity festers despite Buhari's December deadline. Insecurity festers despite Buhari's December deadline. The writers say 671 killed, 1,321 kidnapped since ultimatum. Attacks reduced in Kaduna, others. That's on page 4. Southeast records highest killings of policemen. Experts harp on intelligence gathering, community policing. These are the writers to the main story, by the way. Insecurity festers despite Buhari's December deadline. And you could see the infographics of how the attacks have panned out. Reported cases of insecurity in Nigeria between September and December. 85% of the deaths are from the north. Zamfara has 60, Kano 3, Kaduna 69, Gombe 4, Plateau 48, Nasarawa 4, Benue 120, Niger 42, Kwara 1, Osun 1, Ondo 4, Ekiti 1, Abia 1, Bayelsa 2, Rivers 4. Benue recorded the highest casualty. States with the least casualty figures with 1 death each. For the security part, total deaths 671, 10 soldiers killed, police 47 killed. Yeah. Good job done by the Daily Trust infographics guy, as usual. You could go pick up the paper and read some more. They have other information here. The South has 15% of the total reported kidnapping cases. North has 85% of the kidnapping cases between September, and they have the breakdown here, basically, in the Daily Trust newspaper. I'm going to head back to telephone. Let's take a few more calls before we go to this Nigeria that is waiting for us next. Good morning to you. That call is gone as well. Let's take another one. Nigeria info, good morning. That's gone. Let's take another one. Good morning to you. Good morning.
Good morning, Sheriff.
Yes, please. Morning to you.
Good morning, Sheriff.
Yes, we can hear you, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Yes, this is Happy New Year.
You're welcome. Please go on.
This is Barrister Peter Oku. I'm calling from Mende, Maryland.
Welcome, sir.
Yes. Sheriff, the situation we find ourselves is very, very scary and unacceptable because it was intentionally foisted on us. You remember that the APC government of Buhari came in on a mantra of fighting corruption. And after 8 years, corruption has become a hydra-headed monster, without anything being... Just check the whole economy, the whole situation in the country. There's none you can say, hallelujah. Nigeria is a deep mess, very close to the Bermuda Triangle. And we all own this country. We cannot keep quiet and allow a few people to plunge the nation
it's not an option.
Into the abyss.
Keeping quiet is not an option.
What I'm trying to say is that we must make sure that this government, by the time they hand over in May this year, they should seize the passport of all government officials. They should not be allowed to leave this country. Because the kind of debt they have accumulated, they must explain to Nigerians what they did with that money. Governors go and borrow money from the banks when they don't even need the money.
Thank you, sir.
They take
Thank you.
commission from the banks
Thank you.
and leave the loan there.
Thank you for calling me. Appreciate it. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Yes,
good morning.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me take another one then. Good morning to you.
Hello?
Morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes, please.
Yeah. My name is Godwin.
You're welcome.
Calling from Lakwe.
All right, go on, please. Mr. Godwin, you're in a very noisy place. Please get a quiet place to call me back, okay? Good morning to you. Morning.
Hello, Sheriff.
Yes,
morning,
please.
Sheriff.
Good morning, sir.
This is Patrick calling from Owen, Ogun State.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, the increase in tariff is a no-no. Please,
Okay.
NEPA should not increase anything now. The situation is political Nigeria. Those people that voted for this current government, they are march again. They still want to vote them again. They want to kill us, or are they caused? Good morning.
Morning to you too, Mr. Patrick. Yes, just calm down. Let me explain a little bit about the increase in tariff, okay? So it's being said that the increase in tariff is not for everybody. It's for those on bands A and B. The band A people are the ones that get not less than 20 hours of electricity per day. The band B are those that get not less than 16 hours per day. So if your area, if you don't get that much power, then there is nothing to worry about. There's nothing to disturb yourself, except, of course, if you've noticed the increment in your bills, in the credit that you load in your meter, except you've noticed the increment, then that's another round of conversation entirely. And you're not getting 20 hours and you're not getting 16 hours, except that. Now we can now drag that conversation. Good morning to you.
Babake, can you hear me loud?
Abanla, I can hear you now, sir.
Good morning. You have me like Christian August.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah. I want to talk about the chief of air staff. I mentioned about the death of civilians in that area.
The noise is back again on your line.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know, but we can't have that conversation. It's disturbing, really. It's really, really disturbing. I'm sorry about that. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning. Is that Radio Info?
Yes, you're on Nigeria Info.
No, Nigeria Info. Very
yes,
good.
Please.
Very good. Thank you very much, sir. I'm an ardent listener, and I don't call most times. Now, you did explain why NEPA has increased the tariff. You said those on band this and band that. I'm calling from Ikorodu. My name is Comrade Tony.
Okay, Comrade.
Incidentally, I live there in Ikorodu. It's Tamaga to be precise. They brought a bill of 27,000 to me last month. That's a bungalow. 27,000. And we are now justifying it. Say band A, band B. What kind of band? And we don't have even up to 10. We don't even have up to even 5 hours meter. I mean, what's it like? Not to talk of 20, as you just mentioned. There is no same country where they will just increase it without the consent of the consumer. You are a banker. I mean, you have money in the bank. Supposing bankers just increase their charges without letting you know, will you like it? You don't support all this rubbish. These people are just treating us as fools in this country. One day is one day. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you too for calling me. Listen, I think you're getting the entire thing wrong. I am explaining what I know about the increment. In fact, it's what I've even read this morning. I am not defending them. I know you're angry. I get it. And you want somebody to push everything on. I get that part as well. But please listen carefully, when to what I am saying. It's not a defense. It is an information that you should have. And when you say you got a bill of 27,000, don't wait till these issues come up on radio before you talk. Go to the nearest office of your disco and lodge a complaint. Write to NEC to lodge a complaint. There's a lot you can do. Just Google it and it will pop up. Don't wait till the frustration gets to the tip of your mouth before say something. Take action, okay? Gather yourself around in your community. Let it be very powerful, robust. Get a movement going, and then approach this discourse and lodge your complaints to them, basically. And if they're not responding, escalate it to NEC. Write a formal letter to NEC complaining about your plight and all of that. Yeah, basically. Well, thank you, though. Thank you. It can be frustrating. I get it. It can be frustrating. Good morning to you. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Hello, good morning.
We can hear you, sir.
Yeah, Sheriff. My name is Benjamin.
You're welcome, sir.
A first-time caller.
Good to have you, sir.
I'm a listener to your program. And I've been hearing what they've been saying this morning. But I have little contribution to make concerning the increment in the tariff. Are you hearing me?
I'm listening.
What I'm trying to say is that there is no justification in whatever increment they are doing for now, because there is no light. Are you getting me? In my area where I live, we find it difficult in having light for up to 6 or 5 hours a day. So I don't know where they are getting that their reason of increment. So government should do something about it. We are really suffering in this country. I don't know when this suffering will end.
It will.
I don't know.
Will.
I don't know.
It will end. It will.
I don't know. This is what we keep hearing. It will end.
It will.
End.
It
but
will.
Things are getting worse and worse every day. Every day.
I know.
Thank you.
Thank you,
And
sir.
God bless you.
Thank you, sir. It will end. It will end someday. I mean, we can't continue this way. Hence, the reason everybody should get their PVC, and this time, you should have at the back of your mind that you're going to vote, and you're going to do everything within the law to cast your ballot next month. Not casting your ballot is not an option next month. You have to vote next month. If I tell yourself that it's a must for you to vote next month. It's 7:57 rather. I'm going to take one or two messages here. Muiwa says, Sheriff, we are on band B, and IKEDC still rations our supply and our on days. Okay, the days that they are on, because they are being rationed. On days are so abysmal. Electricity supply has never been this erratic. This is Okoba Scheme 1 in Agege area. I mean, I said it that if you are now on that band, though, and then if you are not on that band and you are being billed unnecessarily, based on the bands that I mentioned, then that conversation is very valid. You can now drag it with them. Like, Benny, you are not giving me 16 hours and you're increasing. You can now drag it with them and sit down and, slug it out. You are not giving me this thing. You are increasing your kojo. That kind of thing. Yeah. So you have to, take up that conversation now with them. But then it'll be even more potent and more effective, a little bit on the efficiency side, if you now go as a group, as a community. Then you can drive home your point, and then you can see, changes in no time. Also, it's also on our YouTube live stream. Also says Nigerian government can easily hike tariffs for the citizens, but can't increase the minimum wage of its citizens. Niger is now a country where kidnapping is now a side hustle too. It is well. Also, thank you for sharing. Now we have to go for now. I'm planning to speak with Festus Keyamo at 8. If I am unable to get him, because it's looking like we may be unable to get him, but if I'm unable to get him, then we'll continue with our conversation on the electricity tariff hike this morning. It seems that's quite on the front burner. Maybe we'll talk about the insecurity as well at 8 o'clock. So stay with me. Hopefully we'll be able to get Festus Keyamo. Everything had been arranged since last week, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to get him at the top of the hour.
Stay one step ahead with Nigeria Info.
From the biggest stories,
trends, and conversations,
let's talk only on Nigeria Info.
The number one talk station of Lagos.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.